Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Paint. I'm your host, Trooper6, and we're still working with the Knights of Baal, the Knights of Blood, and we're going to do the backpack thing. We're going to do the backpack thing that we were talking about. The heat glow in the vents. So if anybody wants to know how we're going to do that, I have taken some matte white, just a little bit. I'm not getting too much on my brush either. All right, but I'm putting it in there, pushing it down and against it, but then also kind of dragging back and keeping it just like that. All right. I don't want it too caked in there. It's this center vent that I wasn't sure about. I really wasn't sure about, but we are going to do it. Painting advancement is all about taking some risks. So we're going to take some risks. We're going to live a little. Why not? We still got our Mega Man Jazz going. So it's alright. And just to bring some balance, we are going to throw some white in these. And we will highlight those. Now we're going to let that white dry. And we're going to move on for a second. Alright. We're going to move on. I think... You know what? Give me 1 second. Let me grab those brushes. Where'd I put them? There they are. So, like I said, I cannot remember if we've gone over this on the show before, that I've got new brushes. And I've got some good old dry brushes. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take this one, our number 5, I guess. Because we sure as hell don't need a 13.5. But we're going to take this. And then we're going to grab our demonic yellow. That is exactly why I have that out. But I'm also looking for music real quick. So we're going to go... You know what? Fuck it. We're going back to Factory Flora for some Mega Man... some Mega Man X Lo-Fi. Get that demonic yellow out. Oof. 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 Man. Put that right there. All right. I do want, I'm going to get, no, not the Elven Flesh. I'm going to get the Moon Dust out so I can edge highlight in a second. But what I do want is one of these, because I'm not actually going to do it on my arm all that much. Just trying to get certain... Alright. So, here we go. Don't fuck up on me now. This style, I guess this main way of dry brushing is not something that I am all the most familiar with. Or I should say not the most practiced with. I don't know. You guys have seen me dry brush plenty. All right. And then we'll just get that helmet. I need some more honest yellow here. Jeez. All right, maybe I will have to use my arm just a little bit, so it doesn't become too dry, because if it's too dry, it's just going to end up looking chalky, and that will not help anyone. And you don't have to worry about all that red becoming just so yellowed, because the Nuln Oil will knock a lot of it out. It will not knock most of it out. It'll knock enough of that out. I have faith in it. I have faith in the process, because even in my opinion, it is a little chalky. It's a little chalky. I almost want to say we should get you guys just a little closer. How's that? I hope that'll be all right. I'm not the coolest with having the light this close, just because now it's starting to get in my way, but it's that. So we're gonna get now that we've got that. Let's break out some of the skeleton bone. Don't need too much, but yeah, we need the skeleton bone. Get some of that moisture off of there again. All right, skeleton bone, right over that Martian thing. Gives us kind of a palish powder. It's not too weird, but I find it to be kind of a weird, dusty look or coloring to give for Baal. I don't necessarily see Baal with yellows. I mean, I know it's a red. You know, I get it. I know Baal, but I always saw it as kind of red dusty, not yellow dusty, but this white clayish chalky dust. I figured they had a lot of red clay dirt, or not dirt, but clay. I mean, shit. The hell am I saying here? So, all right. What else are we gonna do? Let's hit that eye. We're at what, 8 minutes? Yeah. Let's get those eyes shining real quick. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Because I don't like doing the green eyes for certain chapters. I just don't. Sometimes it does look cool. Sometimes it looks very appropriate, but I just don't want to do that. And we're getting our tanned flesh out. We're going with tanned flesh today for the purity seal. Not the purity seal. Well, I mean, yeah, for the purity seal. For the whole parchment. That thing. Yeah, you guys know I usually go with barbarian flesh. We are going to go slightly darker. Because it'll work. It'll work. Norfolk, Hampton, Richmond. Oh, but speaking of the yellow, since we had it out. Oh, no, we need orange. So let me grab the damn orange. Woo! It's a good thing it sticks out over there, because I just cleaned off one of my shelves. It was a gaming shelf. I just cleaned it off to make room for all my painting, because I was like, dude, I'm not playing. I don't have time for it. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right. So with this orange, we're going to stain the white all the way around. You're going to leave a sliver of the white. You're going to leave a sliver of that white because we're going to go back in and hit that with yellow. And the same kind of with this one. So you're going to go orange on the most of it. And then you can do red up here. Right here. Whew, man. I'm sorry if everything has been far away. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. But yeah, try to get it to go with the angle or curvature of whatever we're really working with here. So orange needs to go all around the rim of this. And there's the rain. The rain is now kicked in. And I left it kind of janky on this, you know, the orange. I don't know if you can really see it right now, but I left it kind of like a maw. Because even though heat will, you know, bloom in certain ways, I felt like it wouldn't have been that straightforward. Not that straightforward. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we can get the yellow and we can put it, you don't have to stick with just the white. You can go right into the orange to help that yellow bleed right all over it. Because then there's also one more color we're going to add to all of this. One last thing to top it all off. Now, it's never a bad idea that when you're trying this to try to get the yellow down fast enough to blend with the orange. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. We are doing our best here. Now you can even go right back in with one more sliver of white, and we might, but at the moment we're going to leave that alone. That backpack is looking pretty darn awesome. But we're going to take the barbarian flesh now. Get a dab of that. Alright, and we're going to get our dry brush back out. Touch that. Find a dry spot. You don't need to add too much moisture, because it won't really dry brush. It'll just start to blend it, which is kind of what's happening. Alright. So, we're going to clean that brush off real quick. Alright, lazy, get out of the way. Come on. Get a dry brush out. Alright, let's try this again. And trying again. Alright. Get that powdery, raised, I guess, look. That's whatever. Alright. We did. True copper. I was just thinking of like a dumbass song to do with all that. Like, did all that shit. Just like the Nickelodeon thing. I was not a Nickelodeon guy. Were you? Because I was not. I grew up with a lot of Boomerang and a lot of Cartoon Network. And now, of course, if I want either of those, I just go to Boomerang. And yes, you fucking fetuses out there, or whoever would get mad. Yes, I am bitter at it. And yes, you will deal with it. So it's whatever. It's whatever. We got the red copper. I'm gonna get the rough iron. I'm gonna see something. Oh, God. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be dying. I didn't do my throat exercises, my warm-ups. I used to do it whenever I was going to be singing. I learned it from Jack Black, actually. Not like personally, but I remember him talking about it. I believe it was the behind the scenes specials to the Pick of Destiny movie. Pretty sure it was there. We was talking about doing, certain vocal exercises, and the Game Grumps have talked about it too, and they made a fucking hilarious bit out of it. But with the whole, it vibrates your lips, it vibrates your throat, it gets your vocal cords vibrating and going. Now, of course, you change the frequency and the tone of that. Try to go all over the place with it, and it could really help. One thing I've noticed when it comes to it is my speaking has gotten a lot better. I've also used my frustration to assist me with my speech. I have noticed is people just don't listen to shit. When I put a little more bass up in my fucking voice, and if I have to actually, get into it with anybody, they're gonna fucking get it. The voice will be loud enough, stern enough to where you're knowing to shut the fuck up and to listen without being a dick about it. It's not like I don't like being unnecessary with some stuff. It kind of depends, but some elven flesh probably would have been appropriate. Honestly, looking at this, I know I trailed off of whatever the hell I was saying, but my mind is looking at this and I'm like, some elven flesh probably would have been a good choice for this leather back here, and that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, damn. I very much apologize for what I was saying. For forgetting what I was saying. But a lot of this stuff it'd been weighing on my mind, a lot of things, and I think that's also why I've been having a lot of issues with trying to keep my train of thought. Instead of edge highlighting this, crappily I might add, I could have just taken my dry brush to it. I really, really could have, because this is not working, and I'm not sure my dry brush is gonna work for it. But some things are worth trying, rather than being an idiot. If I have to repaint, oh god damn it. Okay, so that more or less just wet blended everything, and it will be okay. It will be okay. But we're at 20 minutes. So we're at 3 episodes. So the last one will be transfers and some other whatnots. But you know what? Still here. Still here for a second. Let me just get this going. God damn it. Nope. You know what? This brush it's too wet. I'll find something else. I don't want to screw myself up here and only make myself mad. So, for now, we will end things here. I will see you guys next week, probably for the finale. So, stay happy and healthy. And may the Void Father guide your brush. Peace.